So my name is Nick Grava. I am the voice of Friendly Eyes in Perception. And basically, Friendly Eyes is an app to help navigate. So you can take a picture of something and the app will basically, you can video stream and I'll describe exactly what you're able to see or what's there or what, it's a community of people that have this app. So on some off time, you download the app. I sit there, and if you're blind or you have trouble seeing, then you can just log into the app on the other side of it. I'm on the couch. You want to see, what is this in front of me? You log on, you start recording. Here I am. I see whatever. So you never know what you're going to be seeing, and that is basically what started with Cass.
So how did you meet Bill and get involved in the deep end games?
So it's really cool how it all actually happened. Amanda was my high school English teacher. So we grew up in the same town, and my favorite high school English teacher, I'll say it. I'm not just saying that because all of this currently, growing up and going to school, I was always more into the art sides of things. So she was the first teacher that really allowed us to explore it and explore different things in that sense. So if we had a book to do a report on, she would give us an option, instead of a paper to do, we were able to go out and make a movie with a group of people. So that to me was one of the most exciting things. It was the first time I actually ever picked up a video camera and had the power to actually have a subject. I've videoed things before with just no really beginning, middle, and end, and that was the first thing I've ever made. Had a subject, had an arc. I showed it to her. She loved it, and that's when I sort of was like, wow, this is actually a real thing. It's not just a hobby or something fun. So that's how I got introduced, and then since then we've just stayed in contact. Since I live in Los Angeles now, and we've stayed in contact since then. So she's always doing exciting things, and she's become a great friend of mine.
So how did you get involved in perception then?
So it all started over coffee. We were grabbing coffee. I came back into town. I think it was maybe over the holidays. I'm not sure when exactly it was. And we were just talking, and she said, "Oh, I was asking her about the game, how things were going. That's something I've never met anyone that was doing anything like that. So for me, someone that's doing something so artistic and independent, it was amazing." And she said, there was a few lines if you want to just record some stuff, stop by the house. Who would say no to that? So immediately I was like, absolutely. So I recorded a few lines. It ended up, I had to fly out. I had to fly out of town, so I actually did it in my apartment in Los Angeles. I recorded a few lines, sent them their way, and then they sent me another line I recorded, and after that we had a name, Friendly Eyes, and it became this whole thing, and it was so much fun to see. Now, I never knew the whole scope of the game or the actual plot line, so I was getting all these bits and pieces and trying to put things together myself, but I was like, what is this? Oh my god, what is she going through now? So it was really cool to work in that sort of a process, which is really organic in the sense because Friendly Eyes had no idea what he was about to see. So it was really cool how it started and now where it's come.
Was this your first voice acting gig, or?
Yeah, I've done voiceover for commercials and stuff when I was younger, but this is my first actual character voice acting gig, and it was so different than anything I've ever done before. But I mean, when you work with people that are your friends, it already makes it an amazing experience.
Is this something that you want to keep doing now?
Oh hell yes, yeah. After I did it, so the first day I have a little mic at my house that I was recording on. And I did a few, and then I was listening back, and really, I wanted to give them really high quality things, and they would, give me some notes on things, and I started getting into this whole vibe of it. And I'm like, oh my god, is there a voiceover agent? What is this world? Because this is amazing, and I need to get into this more. So yeah, it's definitely a space I want to keep exploring. It's so much fun.
What did you think when you heard yourself in the game?
Crazy. First of all, so I played the game here, and I started walking through. I didn't know what to expect. I was so scared while playing the game that I wasn't even paying attention to my line. Do I scare easily? Maybe. Probably if you saw me playing this game, you would say yes, because I was jumping even at things that weren't supposed to be scary. And then I would hear my voice, and I was like, oh, that's me. But then I was jumping and back into it. It was a really weird experience. But hopefully, I think it all meshed together right, and it sounded really good.
How long did it take you to record everything, would you say? I know you probably did it over.
Yeah, we did it in bits and pieces. So overall, maybe a few hours max. That was really it. I mean, it was over days, you get 2 or 3 lines you record, you send it over, so maybe like an hour or 2 total, and then you see it all spread out, and it seems way more in depth than what it was when you were doing it.
And what kind of notes did Bill and Amanda give you as to like building that character?
It was more notes into since they had a clearer vision of what exactly he was seeing or what he was being shown. It was more just like tweaking that to make sure that he was accurately describing what that was in the game. So they had the visual representation, I just had the written words. So it was just sort of a collaborative process working to make sure that we were describing the same things and seeing the same things and had the same vision for that.
Did you follow like the development of the game at all, or did you just go in pretty much blind?
Hey!
When you went to play the game for the first time?
So when I went to play the game the first time, I mean, I had seen some artwork from the game and some of the trailers. I think I was like, had their tweet notifications on. I was seeing everything they were releasing. I was obsessed with the whole idea. So I was getting little bits and pieces, but overall, when I sat down to play the game, I had no idea what to expect, which now I think that's the best way to play a game because you're just pleasantly surprised throughout.
Had you played video games before doing any of this?
I was the average video game user in high school. I always played video games, but I was never good at video games. So as soon as you could play video games online with your friends, that became bad because then I was getting trash talked. I'm on Halo. Nobody wanted me on their 4 team. And I was like, all right, this is just not fun. So I had played games like that, Halo, Call of Duty. Those are like my 2 tops. But I've never played a game like this before. So I powered up the Xbox just for this, and now it's like that thing stays plugged in, and that HDMI port is there for the Xbox and nothing else. It's just crazy how it all came together.
Yeah.
You go from somebody that was just like literally your favorite, I talked about it all the time, your favorite English teacher, and now it's somebody that you're working and collaborating with. And it's insane to see her and Bill work together, like the minds. I mean, they baffle me. The things that they have come up with and what they've created in this space and with their kids and what they're doing makes me reevaluate my time management. I'll tell you that much. Definitely.